Hey, it's currently the Gulf Coast Ball of the Panhandle Pro from Pensacola, Florida, and we are back with another episode of the Smoke Screen on this special double feature Halloween edition. Next to me is Tip the bartender. Next to her is Cara. Under me is Rose, and next to her is B. How we doing today?
Doing all
Groovy.
right.
Doing
How
good.
are you?
Oh
Feeling
yeah,
spooktacular.
I
Yes.
like it. I like it. I like it. What is the strain of the day?
Ooh, I got a little jawbreaker today.
Ooh.
That's good stuff.
It always sounds like candy.
Because it's so sweet, you know. Um, it's a low percentage, but I tell you what, it's a good buzz. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
like a Stacy high. I like this.
Mhm.
I like it.
Ooh.
I
Okay,
had to go
cool.
back and get me some more. It was so good to me.
Yes, that's
Ooh.
And it was
Okay.
on sale too, so you can't beat a deal
yes.
like that.
Can't beat a
Okay.
sale.
Real good sale. I think
That's
$12
it now. I like a good sale.
$12.
for a
$12
quarter.
Hell
for
yeah.
for a quarter.
Oh shit now.
Yeah.
Talk dirty to me.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounded so
Yeah.
sexy, didn't it? Super
Okay.
sexy.
Yeah. Damn.
All right.
Made your toes tingle.
What what
Damn.
what we
Ooh.
drinking at the bar? Is it blood?
It's red like the blood.
That'll work.
Just like
Just like the blood.
I call this Tips Apple Delight. It has crown
ooh.
apple in it. It has apple pucker and some
Ooh.
cranberry juice just to round it on out. It's real
Ooh.
tasty.
Mm,
It's
I
real
bet
tasty.
it's
that sounds
delicious.
delicious. That sounds so
Mm.
delicious.
It's good. It's
That crown
Mhm.
refreshing.
apple. That crown apple is dangerous.
Oh, yeah, it
I
hit
know.
every
Yeah,
time.
it is dangerously
Every time.
delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some in my
Mm.
cup too.
Oh
Yes.
hell yeah,
Why
jealous,
not?
Mm, mm,
I got,
jealous.
I got a little TP, but yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers.
cheers. Yes. Yeah, I love that. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Well, well, to round out, I hope y'all have been enjoying this month, the Halloween themed, spooky themed, not too scary, maybe scary reviews we've been doing. And to round it out, we have no other than the 10th installment of the Saw franchise, Saw
Mhm.
10 or Saw
Mhm.
X, as some calling it. Is this my pick? This my pick.
Yes. Let's
Yes,
say
I
Yes.
absolutely love the Saw franchise. Heard they was making this last year. Couldn't wait. They used to drop every Halloween, and then they had the little break. And here we are. What did we like about this movie?
Whew.
So I am not the scary movie watcher. I was real on the fence of watching this because I don't do scary movies. I like
Oh.
that
Oh.
Oh,
they just kidnapped a
Oh.
couple people and just put them in a room and was like, "Y'all figure it out, get out, good luck." I love that it had a little something behind it. Don't fuck with people and they won't fuck with you.
Yeah.
That's it. All these
That's it.
people
Yeah.
fucked
That's
around
all.
and they found They out. found
And
out.
that's
Yeah,
it.
That's it.
they definitely did. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
They was
Period.
fucking around and found out.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's
exactly what
all.
happened.
For me, that's the part that I liked. Yeah. Like it was logic behind it. He wasn't just doing his thing. And I'm sure, like I'm not a big Saul fan, and I'm sure he's got just in watching this, it looks like he has some meaning behind the people
oh
that he
yeah.
picks anyway, right?
Mhm.
So he don't just be this franchise. He really don't just be fucking with people, but this time they set him up, and that his get back, they deserve every last bit of that. Every
Hmm.
last bit. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed his get back. Yeah, I did.
So I do follow the Saw franchise. I enjoyed the first three the most. So it was I really enjoyed that they kind of went back and revisited the original, the OG Saws. Also, I like that they brought back a couple of the OG characters, especially his assistant. And I like the storyline. They did a good job with the storyline for me, tying it in to things to previous movies and whatnot. I just think once he gets the jigsaw in, he do his thing. So I like that part. I like when he be jigsaw. So and if the people deserve it, I don't feel bad for them, but I feel bad for what they're going through. And no, none of them ever choose death. They just try to. I liked it.
Yeah. It was good. I think I've seen the first 3 Saws, and I'm not one for a lot of gore, so I think I kind of fell off the franchise after the 3rd one. But this was good to me. I enjoyed the storyline. I thought it was well written. I thought that I just thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I covered my eyes at parts because body parts flying all over the place is a little too much for me sometimes. But if you love gore and blood and body parts flying about, then this is for you. This is your movie.
And see that's interesting because with all of you all saying the storyline was good, but it get gory. If Sauce franchise was successful, that might be something they would need to revisit to maybe try to get people in. But it does so good they don't care. They gotta keep they gotta keep running with it. So
there must be some level. Yeah, there must be some level of them wanting a good storyline. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten this one because this one really. They didn't have to. Like you said, Saw has been popular for years. They didn't have to give you a good storyline because we all know what you finna go see when you see Saw.
Exactly.
But they still did, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, and so this is set between Saw 1 and Saw 2, they say.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when this is set between Saw 1 and Saw 2. So it makes sense. It also, to me, opens up the lane of, shoot, now they can drop a set of fillers
in between,
in between to tie it all together. So I just love when the writing don't get lazy and don't get whacked. So with that being said, what didn't we like about this movie?
All right, so it was gory. I don't mind a little level of gory, but it was gory. But the first, not the first man, but the dude with the fingers. When y'all get to the dude with the fingers, it was the other dude with the thing on his arms was really the first one, I thought.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But back to the dude with the fingers. Like, why you gonna choose to keep your fingertips but lose your life? That's what you chose.
Yeah.
And that was the easiest one, wasn't it?
It was literally
all he had to do was just turn that down real quick and let them bad boys crack on off.
Yeah, and he was torturing himself.
Yes, literally.
Yeah.
Silly. I just would have ran that down so fast, man. Like the first time figuring out what it is, you scared, right? Yeah. But you get your shit up, get amped, and go ahead and just run it through and be done with that. But no, you not all your fingers broke, and he just sucked your eyes out.
Yeah, they across the room. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Gone.
That's what pissed me off about this movie.
Yeah.
Like people took too long to do what they needed to do to save their own lives.
Because this shit could be repaired.
Truly.
They start doing it, and you sitting there like, just do it. Just do it. And they said, no.
What are we going to do? You already know. You already know you got 3 minutes. You already know you're on a timer. Get to it. You don't got time for that.
That's
and all that fussing and arguing and I don't do and beg and stop doing all that. That's unnecessary. You wasting. You don't give a fuck.
That's not
zero. Yeah. You don't care about what you're talking about. Because you done fucked around. You done pissed him off first because he wasn't even fucking with y'all. He wasn't bothering y'all. You went over there fucking with him. So you're welcome.
Truly.
And this is his payback. This is always, this is going to sound sinister, but that's always one of mine in the back of my mind. I'd be like, I just want to be rich enough to be able to make people's lives miserable that miss me.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Not like you cut me off in traffic or something, but like you really did something
went out
wrong.
your way to fuck with.
Yeah, I want to have enough money to be able to make a phone call like they do in the movies and make your life miserable. Like
and just like buy your business out from under you or something like that.
Yeah, that type of stuff. Buy your business out, buy your family house.
That's okay.
You want to be rich enough to send somebody else to do it for you.
Some Michael Jackson shit and buy their whole catalog and then
that type of stuff.
You know, I thought we was cutting out fingers and
no.
Okay. We back.
Really back in.
For a moment.
Yeah.
Okay. What I didn't like, I agree about the fingers thing. That pissed me off. Just going to rip the Band-Aid off that bitch. He had the easiest fucking one. Also, nobody chose death. Like when he explained after what all I see with my own eyes, and then he explains what's gonna happen. Hell no. Tell you what, how do I speed this up? How do I damn the 3 minutes? Let me go and just push the speed up button. Let me go ahead and do that because I'm
just take me.
Yeah, just take me now, Lord. I ain't gonna do all of that. That's the one thing I just don't like about the
I would have dropped something. I would have dropped one of the pieces. It would have been bad.
Can't finish the test now, guys. Sorry.
I agree.
Sorry,
go
guys.
ahead and run my clock through.
Yeah, go ahead without me.
I agree.
My other thing was the ending. I didn't like how it ended, and I ain't gonna ruin it, but yeah, I ain't like how it ended. That's all.
Yep. Those are my two as well. I'm not like, if you're gonna give me the choice, I'm not cutting off any of my own body parts. I'm just not gonna do that shit. So the other choice is you just gonna send me on to the hereafter. Let's get it over with. Why are we playing these games? I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it.
So and suspense and stuff. Yeah.
I'm gonna mutilate me. I'm gonna do this to myself.
Yeah. And I as well did not like. I didn't feel like the main villain got their comeuppance. I do not feel like. That ugly bitch. I did not feel like
that was a scam they was running, wasn't it?
Yes.
I mean.
Okay, listen. So was she even Peterson's daughter?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How do you know?
The assistant, I can't never remember what her name is. The assistant confirmed because she was saying, she said
Valentina.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and at least
no. Jigsaw's assistant. Her.
Yeah,
she was trying to plead with him at one point. Listen, forget this. We can find her father. You know, he can actually help you. And he was like, "No, I'm dying. Just accept it. You know, we doing this."
Her father is real. She kept saying that.
Yes. They researched everybody.
She say,
but they researched everybody. Him and Jigsaw and the assistant. They researched everybody. That's how they knew about. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Yeah. You're right. But listen, if you can be sitting outside of some place and see a landmark.
That was gangster, wasn't it?
That shit was so hard. You can see a landmark from where you at and trace it all the way to that point, like on the dot, longitude, latitude,
right?
Like,
oh my God.
That's what he did for a living, essentially, I guess. He was an architect.
If you think about it, that be stuff you learn in school when we be like, we won't have to apply this to real life. Like that'd be stuff like that. You'd be like,
Jigsaw do.
Okay, applies that to real
life. He pulled right on up.
Yeah.
Hard,
What about him? Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all see me?
That was strange to me.
Remember that shit you forgot about? I still remember.
Yeah.
I was like, how much interaction him and Gabriella really had? Like, they didn't really interact that much, in my opinion.
She was there to make him feel comfortable. And I guess he kind of started liking her a little bit, not in no crazy way, but just she was a nice lady. She made me feel comfortable. She went through what I went through, and she said that they saved her life, just he felt a connection with her.
See, because Jigsaw, if you know, he's an extremely vulnerable person. So if you think about the type of people, even in other movies, they're so nice to where oh, if you try me at all, the crazy
I'm snapping.
switch flip on, because why would you do that? He kind of he like one of them type of people.
Right.
And she lured him there. Hey, we got a spot open up next week. It's one spot left. Please come to me. And then she was the face of this deceit, of this scam.
So, no, not Gabriella. She wasn't.
Oh, what was the blind lady? Cecilia. My bad.
Even though they was all in on it.
They were all in it. She was the head.
Let me ask y'all this. How did that unfold for y'all? Because when I had to Google, I forgot what I was looking for, but so I basically knew the plot a little bit. I knew that it was a scam before I saw the movie. So how did that unfold? And it didn't ruin my experience either. I was just waiting to see how this was going to happen. So how did it unfold for y'all not knowing?
So for me, it was very much giving red flags when not meeting Michael Beach's character. What was his name?
Henry.
Whatever his character was, Henry. Henry wasn't a red flag at first, but when she answered him back from that email right away, why would she? How?
So maybe that's the question. At what point did anybody think it was something fishy or some red flags before you found out this was a scam?
The red flag for me was when he woke up after the surgery. He woke up in the hotel room, and they were going to leave him there by himself to administer his own medicine. There wasn't going to be anyone there to monitor him or anything. I was like, so there's no aftercare? I know he didn't give y'all the guapa money, but there's no after. Y'all not going to give him nobody to take. He got to take care of himself after brain surgery.
But even Henry said that he didn't see them after the surgery. He specifically told him that. He said they did it, and all they did is surgery and medicine. And once they did it, he didn't see them no more.
That's part of the hook.
On the phone, when she said, "Oh, I'm glad to see Henry's doing well," or something about Henry doing well, that was another flag for me, because you don't know if he's doing well or not. Supposedly,
because you ain't had no.
Right. So
honestly, for me, when they turned that camera away, that's when I started to get a little suspicious. When they doing the surgery and they just got a little bit of slit, and then she saw him watching and she turned that camera away so he couldn't see. I was like, why you
called her over there? He called her over there to come turn it because he was watching him watch it.
And see, I know this is a part, they call it the long con. So I know how that a long con means we can have this play for our mark, and whatever we doing to catch them, it may take 1 week, it may take 6 months. I wonder how long Henry was moving and navigating before he bumped into Jigsaw, because all we saw was when they bumped into each other. But that couldn't have.
That's when it was for me. That's when it was for me. I'm gonna take my turn. Henry was when I started getting suspicious. When he first showed up at the coffee shop and he was looking fit and trim and all of that shit, I was like, bullshit. No, hell no. Ain't no way this man done got some miracle.
That happens.
Yes,
it does. Yes, it does. But that's when I got suspicious, though.
Oh, but that's just when you're like, hold up.
Yeah, that was my moment. Yes. So when he sat down and then he started telling him about it and stuff, I was like, okay. But then when he lifted up his shirt and showed him the scar, I was like, why he get that old raggy taggy jagged ass? And he looking as fit and trim as he looked. Like that looked like he should have died on the table. Like so I was suspicious from that moment, but I was still trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. I was like, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. We all know what happens to Kramer anyway. So something's gonna go wrong at some point. But that was when I kind of got my something about this suspicious.
Yeah. I wonder how long Henry was walking around with that scar just glued to his belly, just waiting for a culprit. Like he didn't expect to meet this dude, or maybe he did. Maybe he was following him.
You have his schedule.
Like he had to know his mark.
You're supposed to bump into him, but you're wondering like how long he been, you know what I'm saying? You have to watch John and be like, okay, he go to this coffee shop every Wednesday or whatever. I wonder like how long, but again, that's something we'll never know because that's just a part of the story. But like that's why it's a long con. You really be laying on these people for weeks and months until like the opportunity presents itself.
I feel like they kind of found him because she knew who he was. She knew he was Jigsaw. So I feel like they marked him from the beginning. I feel like he was their next mark. Because they have been doing this for a while.
They had several people on
because
had died.
I think
feel like
Henry
they researched him because he was at the meeting, you know.
I think after though, like Henry probably attends these meetings to find the victim.
The next mark.
And then they probably get the list of the people that's in it. Yeah, they get the list of the people, and she probably hold on, John Kramer. Oh, this is the jackpot right here.
Yeah, what I'm talking about.
Money.
Yes.
But he didn't even pay the most money.
He paid $1 million.
He paid $250,000.
Oh,
it was $250,000.
Yeah, it was just a quarter.
It was $250,000. It was on the board.
Okay. He mentioned something about having people pay half $1 million or pay $1 million or something, and then I just remember he said he'd give her the other half of the payment. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was another thing. I was waiting to hear, like, y'all ain't mentioned no cost for this yet. I was waiting to hear like how much do this cost?
He didn't tell.
Probably in the email.
To be alive. That's that was the whole level of him pissed off because you are, you taking people's hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're more evil than I am that you're doing this.
Yeah. It was good.
People. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I was surprised. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I wish y'all have seen like all of them because I really want to know what y'all thought just the worst trap was. It's probably been 100 of them. And all
look at all them deep breaths.
In all these movies.
Let us say the worst trap in this movie, at least.
Yeah. Okay, that'll go. What was the worst trap in this movie?
Oh, I would have to say for me was the guy having to saw his own scalp open and cook it. I ain't like that one because I was like, there ain't no way you're gonna accidentally go too deep. You're gonna do some shit you ain't supposed to do.
You mean the guy who had to get his brain? He had to do his own brain surgery? Is that? Yeah, he had to suck his own brain out. Yeah.
I didn't like that. I kept thinking he was gonna get too much because he definitely got too much. Yeah. Like it was a big chunk. They told him he only needed.
But I don't think he got enough, did he?
It didn't burn. It didn't cook fast enough.
He didn't do it in enough time.
See, that'd be crazy because you be did it and still die.
Yes,
because you was trembling.
Which is exactly why you should just choose death.
Why you struggle for 3 minutes?
Versus a 10-second death, a 5-second death, a 2-second death.
I'm gonna prolong my own torture. No.
Like Valencia. What's her name? Valencia? What was that lady's name? Anyway, the one with the V and the thigh. Her punishment, Valentina. Her punishment was too extreme for her crime, in my opinion.
Yes.
I feel like she didn't play that big of a part in his deception, although she played a part. But she had to saw through her whole. I'm just looking at the size of my thigh right now. All the thigh.
Let me look at mine. Hold on. Yeah, nah.
Ain't no way I could saw my all the way through my leg.
All the way through? In 5 minutes? Three and let it drain.
And get up.
And siphon out your own marrow. Siphon out your own bone marrow.
Yeah.
Nah.
In 3 minutes. Pissed me off too.
Yeah. For sure.
Gabriella. That was Gabriella.
Yeah.
She looked so young too during the scam. And then
she was like 16.
More believable.
Yeah.
She looked believable. You know, a sad sob story and whatnot.
Man, and I think it was 3. I think it was Saw 3. This is when, because Amanda, his assistant, she had to like relapse or something, so he had to like get her back in tune. And I think technically, not even, there were way more traps worse than this, but this was just, they was in a spot with a big old pit of syringe needles, man.
Ooh, I remember that one.
Ooh. And they was trying to figure out who was going to go down there to get it, and somebody pushed Amanda's ass in the doggone thing, boy. Ooh. I was like, because she was a drug, they was like, shit, you the drug addict anyway. And they pushed her ass in the.
And she was covered in them needles. Ugh, it was bad.
I think they had to help her take some of them off by the end of it or something.
Jesus.
That's why I stopped watching these movies, because Saw, Hostel, all them super gory movies, man, it's too much for me.
Yeah.
It makes me cringe. My stomach be twisted up. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, what we doing?
10.
Saw 10. The franchise, the 10th installment. I love this franchise, man. What are we giving Saw 10?
I don't do scary movies, but this one was decent. It was a good storyline. I enjoyed it. So we doing 1 through 5 because I lost train of thought here. Okay, I'm gonna say 1 through 5. Okay,
that's how many stars we get, right, y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. Blunts.
Is it 5 blunts or 4? The most.
5.
Okay. That's
damn.
Oh, I got lost in the sauce, baby.
Yeah, don't be mad at us because we was asking
right here. This shit right here. Okay, focus. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I enjoyed it. It was decent.
You gave it a what?
3.5.
3.5.
Oh, a 3.5 from Tiffany. My God, a scary movie. Wow.
Low key. Okay, so I'm gonna say this isn't scary. It's gory. It's suspenseful. It's horrible, but it's not scary.
This is a thriller.
Right.
Yeah.
Thriller suspense. I misspoke. Yes.
It's more thriller suspense, but so I would say watch it. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. Now, I fell asleep the last 5 minutes. I'm sad to say it because I stayed awake the whole thing. And it was so good to me. I enjoyed the whole thing. Like, I watched it good. And so I'm gonna give it 4.5 blunts. I really liked it. I did. I enjoyed
it. Yeah. I am gonna give it 4.5 as well. I liked pretty much everything about this movie except probably the last 5 minutes of it. So yeah, like that's it. But 4.5 blunts from me because I'd smoke them all and watch this all over again.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I'm also not about the human torture movies like Hostel, and so I'm not the target audience for this movie, but it was still good to me. I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed the storyline, and I highly recommend watching it. So I'm giving it a 4. It was pretty good to me.
Hey, there it is. on this Halloween edition double feature, Saw 10 comes away with a solid 4 blunts from the smoke screen. If you watch the smoke screen like I know you all do, you would know that's like winning an Oscar.
Yeah,
it is.
Screen.
It literally is.
Because we'll
Yeah.
They are hard to compass.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often.
Tough
You know what I'm
critics.
saying?
Tough critics.
So yeah, so if y'all haven't seen this, because actually it was supposed to come out today, but they dropped Saw a month early. Like I don't even know if they told anybody. It just came out. But y'all go check Saw out. It's in the theaters. You can go in there and recline because all the movies got the new stuff going on now. You can kick your feet up and whatever you want to do, and check it out.
Yeah.
And that's another episode of the Smoke Screen. Y'all be back next Friday, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes.
Boo.